How can some make 30K in 2 weeks while others struggle to pay bills? The shocking truth? It's not about working harder. It's about understanding money differently. A secret Robert Kiyosaki warned about years ago. Your problem isn't a lack of money, it's a lack of financial intelligence. This video reveals the 6 hidden pillars the wealthy have built their lives upon. Master them, and you may never have to worry about money again. This is the financial education you were never given. Pillar 1. Learn how to make more money. You've worked for 20, maybe 30 years. You did everything you were told to do. So why, after all that time, are you still struggling financially? The answer is a simple, brutal truth. You were taught to earn money, not create it. This is the first pillar of financial intelligence, a lesson taught by Robert Kiyosaki that changes everything. Most people chase a higher salary. The wealthy chase skills. They don't just work for a paycheck, they work to learn. Think about it. One person takes a high-paying job with dead-end skills. Another takes a lower-paying job to learn how to sell, how to manage, or how to lead. Who do you think wins in the long run? The second person is playing the long game. They understand that skills compound, and that is the ultimate investment strategy. The highest earners in the world don't ask, "How can I get paid more?" They ask, "What valuable problem can I solve?" A doctor solves health problems. An engineer solves efficiency problems. When you shift your focus from what you can get to what you can give, your income naturally follows. Problem solving is the engine of wealth. And if you're in your 40s or 50s, you have a secret weapon: decades of experience. But experience without continuous learning is just stagnation. It's time to connect what you know with what you can learn. So, how do you start building this pillar in your own life? First, look at your job right now. Is it just a paycheck, or is it a training ground? Are you learning skills in communication, negotiation, or leadership? If not, it's time to see your job differently. Find the learning value. Second, recognize that no job is small if you know how to learn from it. A delivery driver learns time management and customer behavior. An accountant can learn to analyze investment strategies. Find the hidden curriculum in your daily work. Third, expose yourself to new ideas. Read books, listen to podcasts, surround yourself with a new way of thinking. This isn't about saving pennies. It's about learning the skills to expand your cash flow and build passive income. The difference between the wealthy and the middle class isn't how hard they work. It's what they learn while they work. This is the foundation. Master this, and your journey to financial freedom truly begins.
Pillar 2. Protect your money. You've spent years working, saving, and investing. You built something. But what if I told you the hardest part isn't making money, it's keeping it? Every day, people just like you watch their hard-earned wealth disappear. Not in a dramatic market crash, but silently, drained by mistakes, hidden fees, and so-called experts who profit from your trust. This isn't just a risk, it's a reality. Robert Kiyosaki said it best: "The world isn't short on money, it's short on people smart enough to keep it." This is the painful truth. Financial predators are all around us. They're in the fine print of your bank statements, the complex jargon of mutual funds, and the confident promises of unqualified advisors. A 1% management fee might sound small, but over 20 years, it can devour a third of your retirement savings. So how do you build a fortress around your assets? How do you ensure the wealth you built stays yours? It comes down to 4 critical shields. First, embrace the most important rule of finance. No one will ever care about your money more than you do. Never surrender your financial future to anyone. Too many people hand over control to an advisor and stop paying attention. They don't read the contracts. They don't understand the fees. And their wealth is quietly siphoned away. Your money, your responsibility. It's that simple. Second, build your shield of knowledge. You don't need a PhD in economics, but you must know the fundamentals. What's your actual tax rate? How do you read a basic financial statement? What is the real cost of debt? In today's world, this knowledge isn't a luxury, it's essential for financial survival. It's the wall that stands between your money and those who want to take it. Third, learn to ask the right questions. We live in an age of information overload. Social media is filled with gurus flashing rented Lamborghinis and promising overnight riches. They prey on your desire for quick progress. Your greatest defense? A healthy dose of skepticism. Before you take any advice, ask, does this person have a track record of real, verifiable success? Or do they just sound smart? Are they selling a dream or a strategy? As Kiyosaki taught, you must question everything until you understand it to the core. Fourth, hire a team of true professionals, not just a single advisor. As your wealth grows, you need specialized protection. A great tax strategist or a financial attorney can save you tens of thousands of dollars. But here's the key. Hire people who are willing to explain their strategies, not just control your assets. You're the CEO of your wealth. They are your expert consultants. There's a golden rule here. Prevention is always better than rescue. Don't wait until you've been scammed or are facing retirement with a depleted account. By then, time is no longer on your side. Remember Kiyosaki's warning. Money doesn't disappear. It simply moves from those who don't understand the rules to those who do. You cannot afford to not know the rules. Earning money is a skill, but keeping it, that's an art. To build lasting wealth, you must master both. It all starts with one powerful choice. Take ownership of your financial safety today before someone else does it for you.
Pillar 3. Manage your cash flow. You get a paycheck. It's a good one. You pay your bills, you buy some things you want, and then it's gone. You're earning more than ever, but your savings account is stuck, and that feeling of financial pressure never really leaves. What's going wrong? This isn't an income problem, it's a cash flow problem, and mastering it is the secret that separates the financially stressed from the financially free. Robert Kiyosaki put it perfectly. It's not how much money you make, it's how much you keep and what you do with it. Most people are trapped in a cycle. Earn more, spend more. Society screams at you to buy the new car, the bigger house, the perfect vacation. But this path leads to a dead end. To break free, you need to adopt the mindset of the wealthy, and it starts with one radical shift. The first most powerful rule is pay yourself first. Before you pay your rent, your car loan, or even your grocery bill, you pay yourself. This doesn't mean buying a new gadget. It means you take a portion of your income right off the top and move it directly into your investments or savings. The wealthy don't save what's left after spending, they spend what's left after investing. This simple habit is the foundation of building wealth. Next, you must learn the language of money. Assets versus liabilities. It's brutally simple. Assets put money into your pocket. Liabilities take money out of your pocket. A rental property that generates monthly income, that's an asset. The brand new luxury car that loses value and costs you money every month, that's a liability. The middle class buys liabilities and hopes to afford assets later. The wealthy buy assets first and then use the cash flow from those assets to pay for their liabilities. Can you see the difference? It's a complete reversal of priorities. So how do you start? You need a financial crystal ball, and you already have it. It's your expense report. By tracking where your money goes each month, you can literally predict your financial future. Are you directing your money toward assets that will grow, or is it leaking away into liabilities that will disappear?
Technology makes this easy. Use an app, a spreadsheet, whatever works. Once you see the leaks, you can plug them. This leads to the ultimate wealth-building strategy. Let your assets pay for your luxuries. Do you want that new car? Don't use your salary. Instead, ask yourself, how can I build an asset that generates enough passive income to cover the car payment? Maybe it's a dividend stock portfolio or a small online business. When your assets buy your liabilities, you can enjoy a great lifestyle without ever touching your core income. You're no longer working for your luxuries, your money is. Kiyosaki even offers this shocking advice. In a tough spot, sometimes the answer is to spend more, but only on things that generate more income. Invest in a new skill, a business tool, or marketing. Think like a CEO of your own life. Managing cash flow isn't about being cheap. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about directing your power. It's the art of telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. When your assets work harder than you do, that's when you truly own your financial future.
Pillar 4. Invest smart. You've mastered earning. You've mastered your cash flow. Your money is no longer controlling you. But what's next? If your money is just sitting in a savings account, it's sleeping. Worse, it's slowly losing value to the silent thief of inflation. Many people think playing it safe with their money is the smartest move, but Robert Kiyosaki reveals a startling truth. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. And that happens through the fourth pillar of financial intelligence, investing. Investing isn't a high-risk game for Wall Street sharks. It's a necessity for anyone who wants to build true, lasting wealth. It's how you turn your hard work into a legacy. So where do you begin? First, you must look beyond the safe options. A savings account won't outpace inflation. Your default retirement fund might not be enough. The wealthy understand this. They invest in assets. Let's look at 3 powerful paths. Path 1, the real estate route. This is a classic for a reason. A well-chosen property doesn't just grow in value over time. It can generate a stream of passive income through rent. Every month, your tenants are helping you build wealth. This is money that flows into your pocket whether you go to work or not. That's the power of a real asset. Path 2, the stock market. This path can feel intimidating, but it's one of the most powerful wealth-building engines in history. The key isn't to chase hot tips or gamble on trends. The key is knowledge. Learn to read a financial statement. Understand the difference between a good company and a good stock price. When you invest with intelligence, you're not gambling. You're buying a piece of a business poised for growth. Path 3, the founder's path. After 40, you have something more valuable than money: experience. Your skills, your network, your expertise, these are powerful assets. Investing in your own small business or consulting service can be the bridge from employee to entrepreneur. It's a way to turn your life's work into a direct income stream you control. But here's the most important rule: no matter which path you choose, you must understand the risk. Kiyosaki never advocates for blind investing. He advocates for financial education. The more you learn, the less you risk. Your greatest investment isn't a stock or a property. It's the investment you make in your own knowledge. And let's shatter the biggest myth right now. I don't have enough money to invest. That's an excuse, not a reality. You don't need a fortune to start. You need an investor's mindset. Start by reading books, studying market cycles, and analyzing deals. Your confidence will grow with your knowledge. Investing is how you honor your own labor. Think about it. You trade your precious time for money. If that money just sits there, the value of your time decays. But when you invest it, you put that time value to work, creating a future where you no longer have to trade time for money. Financial freedom doesn't come from saving more. It comes from investing wisely. It's the final step to take back control. Stop letting your money sleep. It's time to put it to work.
Pillar 5. Master information. We live in the age of information. With one click, you can access more financial advice than any generation in history. But here's the paradox. We also live in the age of misinformation. It has never been easier to be led astray. This digital battlefield is where your wealth is won or lost. And that's why Robert Kiyosaki calls this the fifth and perhaps most critical pillar of financial intelligence: mastering information. For most of us, the problem isn't a lack of information, it's a lack of a filter. Your phone buzzes with hot stock tips. Your feed is full of gurus promising financial freedom. How do you separate the signal from the noise? It starts by treating information as a strategic weapon. First, you must become a critical thinker, not just a consumer of content. Before you act on any piece of advice, ask the hard questions. Who is saying this? What is their track record? Are they trying to educate you, or are they trying to sell you something? Get rich in 30 days is not a financial plan. It's a marketing hook designed to prey on your impatience. A master of information looks past the headline and questions the source. Second, you must learn to connect the dots, not just collect them. A single piece of data is useless. A headline about the market going up or down means nothing on its own. True insight comes from seeing the bigger picture. How do interest rates affect the housing market? How do consumer trends impact certain stocks? Seasoned investors don't react to news, they analyze trends. They build a map from the data, while amateurs are lost looking at a single street sign. Third, and this is crucial, you must have the courage to stand alone. The internet thrives on herd mentality. A stock becomes a meme, a crypto coin skyrockets, and the fear of missing out becomes overwhelming. But those who master information know that by the time something is popular, the biggest opportunity has often already passed. They have the discipline to pause, analyze, and act based on their own strategy, not the panic or excitement of the crowd. And this leads to the most important distinction of all. Do not confuse information with knowledge. Information is what you read or watch. It's data. You can consume gigabytes of it and still be financially illiterate. Knowledge is different. Knowledge is the ability to take that information, understand it, and apply it to your own life. Knowledge is earned through experience, analysis, and reflection. Mastering information is a mindset. It's the decision to stop being a passive passenger on your financial journey and become the pilot. You don't let the news cycle control your decisions. You use information as a tool to build your own path. Because in the end, it's not the person with the most information who wins. It's the person with the most clarity.
Pillar 6, the final key: courage. We've covered it all: how to earn, how to protect, how to manage your cash flow, invest, and master information. You now have the complete blueprint of financial freedom. But let me ask you a question. Why do so many people have the blueprint, yet remain stuck in the same place year after year? Because there is one final pillar, the one Robert Kiyosaki believes is more important than all the others combined. It's not a tactic. It's not a skill. It is the master key that unlocks everything else: courage. Without courage, all the financial knowledge in the world is just trivia. It's useless. For so many of us, especially as we get older, fear builds an invisible wall around our lives. The fear of leaving a safe but unfulfilling job. The fear of investing because we feel unqualified. The fear of looking foolish. And the most paralyzing fear of all, the fear that it's simply too late to change. But listen to this carefully. The most successful people are not fearless. They are simply people who felt the fear and took action anyway. They tried. They failed. They learned. They got back up. Their defining trait isn't their intelligence, it's their resilience. Let's be clear what courage is. It is not reckless gambling. It's not betting your life savings on a whim. True courage is quieter. It's the courage to look at your finances honestly and admit, this isn't working. It's the courage to have a difficult conversation with your spouse about money. It's the courage to say no to a purchase you can't afford. It's the courage to open that investing app for the first time. So how do you build this muscle? First, start ridiculously small. You don't need to change your entire life today. Just track your expenses for 1 week. Read 10 pages of a finance book. Watch one educational video instead of another episode on Netflix. Each small action chips away at the wall of fear and builds momentum. Second, build your tribe. You cannot do this alone. Your environment will either feed your courage or feed your fear. Surround yourself with people who are on the same journey. Join a community. Find a mentor. When you feel like quitting, your tribe will be there to lift you up. Third, and this is the ultimate mindset shift, stop fearing failure. Start fearing regret. Failure is an event. It's a lesson. You can recover from it. But regret is a life sentence. The cost of doing nothing, the cost of delay, is infinitely higher than the cost of trying and failing. Every year you don't invest is a year of lost compound growth. Every pillar of financial intelligence we've talked about is just an idea on a screen. You are the only one who can breathe life into them with action. There are no shortcuts, but you have something more powerful, the ability to choose. You can choose to learn. You can choose to act. You can choose to believe that no matter where you are today, you can begin again. The journey to financial freedom is 1,000 small steps. It all begins with one. Take it now. You finished the video, but the real journey starts now. Because knowing isn't enough. You must act. So here's your mission. Choose one pillar, write down your goals, and promise to come back to this video in 6 months to see how far you've come. Financial intelligence is a real practice, not theory. If this inspired you, share it with others and subscribe. Let's build a future free from money anxiety together. See you soon.